Garrett, thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Tell us about yourself, first of all. Tell us the people that don't know.
About me?
Right from the top, right from the start.
Well, I'm Garrett. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Grew up around the pool. Really started swimming year-round when I was a freshman in high school when I was 14. Went on to the University of Texas. Swam in the Beijing Olympics, won 2 gold medals there, and working towards swimming in London again and winning more medals there.
Yeah?
So,
how are you feeling about London?
Past year, I've had some of the best training and racing that I've done probably since 2008, and that feels awesome, you know, for my body and also for my mind, just being really confident and excited about swimming fast, and you know, just stringing, you know, multiple weeks and months of training together is really exciting for me.
So how old were you when you were like, oh, swimming?
I think I was probably about 12 or 13 when I started really realizing I had a natural talent for swimming. I always swam when I was younger, and I would win a lot of things, but I never went to practice. And then my freshman year of high school, when I started actually training, actually working, the more I worked, the better I got. And so it was just an exciting thing to see how far I could push the envelope. The more I worked, the faster I swam. I just kept doing that and doing that and doing that, and just progress into being college swimming and then professional swimming and then going to the Olympics. So I'm still trying to do that, just push the envelope and see how good I can get.
Was there a moment when you realized that actually the Olympics was a realistic goal?
Absolutely. My senior year of high school, when I broke the national high school record in the 100 freestyle, that was when I knew that I could make the Olympic team.
How did that feel?
It was super, you know, thrilling, obviously, to have the thought in my mind, but I also knew, you know, it wasn't there yet, and I had a lot of work to do. And actually, the year after I broke the national high school record, I missed making the Olympic team in 2004 by 1 place. That was a huge disappointment for me. At the end of that race, I was crying on the deck, and you know, I was with my coaches, and my assistant coach, he said, you know, look at the scoreboard up there and promise yourself you'll never feel this kind of pain and disappointment again. And I did. And so from then on, I just had a huge fire inside me to do better and make the next Olympic team and the World Championship team.
What is that thought that goes through your head now when you're hitting a wall in the pool? When you're not having a good day? Like,
for me, the water's always been someplace as like a refuge. You know, It doesn't matter, you know, how bad I'm feeling. If I'm, you know, stressed out about school, I'm not in school anymore, but if I was stressed out about that or something else in life, the water was always a refuge for that. And it was always a place where I could work really hard and find a lot of satisfaction. So it's always been a wonderful place for me, and it continues to be. That's why I continue to train.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
It's beautiful outside. I don't sit at a desk. And also, you know, I've gotten the chance to go all over the world, to so many different places, met so many awesome people, and everything is different. This weekend, I'm going to San Diego for 2.5 weeks to train with some different people. So, I mean, it's always different, and there's no set schedule for what I have to do as long as I'm working hard and being consistent with my training. The rest is, you know, up in the air.
Let's talk about food for a second. Because I know that's a huge passion of yours.
Yes, huge, absolutely.
Tell me about that. How did that become something you cared about?
In 2005, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, and they wanted me to go on medication. I said, I don't want to go on medication. You know, I'm tested by these different drug testing organizations. I don't like putting anything in my body. So they said, well, you can try a lower sodium diet. So I started to cook a lot. This was right when I was getting into my own apartment out of the dorm. Swimming is really long-term gratification. You work really hard now, so then in July, we can have an opportunity to go fast. But cooking, it's instant gratification. You know, 30, 45 minutes in the kitchen, and all of a sudden you have something great that's satisfying, tastes good, fueling your body. And that's going to be my career after swimming, something in the food and culinary world. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be yet.
That's really cool.
It's been a blast. I mean, I've met some incredible people. Obviously, some of the food that I've had the opportunity to eat has just been out of control.
How do you take what you've learned from the world of cooking and put that back into the pool?
To be a great swimmer, be a great athlete, be great at anything, you have to constantly reinvent yourself and refine what you're doing, work on your stroke and your technique and your starts. And just like in the culinary world, there's always someone younger coming up to try and, you know, take your position. And that's the same in the sport of swimming and every sport. You know, there are young guys training real hard now, trying to take our spots. And, you know, I'm working my tail off in the weight room, in the pool, outside to stay at the top and where I want to be.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Garrett.
Yeah, thank you. It's been good.